do not spend this 1918 dime. Now, before we hop into it, guys, just understand that these coins are genuine United States coins. These are the coins that were produced before the Roosevelt dime that we're all used to seeing. These are what we call Mercury dimes. They were produced by the United States between 1916 and 1945. And if you don't know who I am, my name is James, and I've helped collectors buy and sell millions in rare collectibles. All of the prices that you guys see in this video are backed by real data from top auction houses like Heritage. Without any further ado, guys, let's just hop right into this video. With this first coin, it's a 1918 Denver issued coin that sold for $2,760. Now, these coins got the name of Mercury because the figure on the front of the coin looks like the Greek god Mercury. But in fact, that is actually a side profile of Lady Liberty. These coins are highly collectible by people all over the world, and this coin was graded by PCGS at a mint state 67. That's a very high grade for this coin, guys. Understand that 70 is the highest grade, and this coin is over 100 years old, which is crazy. And one thing that you're going to notice about this coin is this coloration going on, which is completely natural. So this is what we call toning. Now, toning can be natural or not natural depending on how it occurs. Some people will see a video like ours and say, hey, I have a chemistry background. I know what sort of chemicals and things are going to react with the metals in this coin. But something like this is a very natural look, and it all comes down to how the coin is stored and where it is stored. So the air will oxidize with the metals in this coin, causing a discoloration look just like this one. Now, keep in mind, toning can either positively or negatively impact the value of your coin. Some people really like this look, while others think that it's a bit distracting. For me personally, it all really comes down to the specific coin. I think this toning looks kind of nice. It gives me a nice kind of universe vibe to it. It looks like you've got some stars and space. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from it. It's a really nice looking coin overall, guys, and someone paid up for it, paying $2,760, $5,760 for this 1918 Denver issued coin. Now flip it over. Look on the back bottom center left area. You're going to see a small little D mint mark that stands for the Denver Mint where it was produced. Now, while we're on the back, you're going to be looking at that hatchet in the center area, and you want to look at these bands that happen horizontally along that hatchet. You got the top, center, and bottom area. Now, that is the highest point on the coin. It is the hardest area to strike, and during the circulation process, it gets worn down the quickest. So, if you have a Mercury dime that has these full bands on the back and the coin is mint state, you could get the full band designation. Now, the full band designation is incredibly important on your coin because it is going to increase the value significantly. Now, keep this in mind, guys. If your coin is not at a mint state uncirculated grade, then the full bands do not matter. So if your coin is below the 60 grade, then I'm sorry, but your coin does not qualify for that designation. Now, if you do want to learn a bit more about coin handling and grading and just some of the basic things, we have a free coin ebook down below. Make sure you do not miss out on picking that up. But all things said, this one got a 64 by PCGS, which is still on the mid to low end range of the mint state grade. Just imagine if it graded higher. Every single point difference could mean the difference of tons of money. This coin sold for $5,760, $11,400. Man, it almost looks like Lady Liberty there got punched in the eye. You got a little bit of a black eye going on there, but in all seriousness, this is a very nice coin in a high grade. It's a 1918 Denver issued coin. This Mercury coin has the full bands on the back. PCGS graded it 1 point higher than the previous coin, so a 65. This is a relatively huge price jump for the difference there. $11,400. Remember, I was saying that every grade matters when it comes to these coins, guys, and here's the proof. $11,400. All right, we are transitioning into the Philadelphia issued coins. This is a 1918 no mint mark Mercury dime. So if your coin does not have a mint mark anywhere on the coin whatsoever, there is a good probability that your coin was issued at the Philadelphia Mint. Now, there are times throughout history that Philadelphia put a P mint mark on the coin, which stands for the Philadelphia Mint. Now, this coin right here was graded by PCGS at a mint state 66, and understand that Philadelphia typically will issue more coins than San Francisco and Denver, so there's a huge supply of these coins. That is not always the case, though. Now, you can also see this very bright green sticker on the holder. Now that sticker is called a CAC sticker. Now essentially what that means is that whoever got this coin graded said, wow, this coin is very nice. I want to go ahead and send my coin to a company called CAC. Now what CAC does is they look at the coin in the holder, they evaluate it, and they make sure that the grade is accurate. Sometimes these grading companies like PCGS, like NGC, will non-accurately grade the coin. CAC will come in and certify, make sure that the coin is graded accurately, and if it's graded actually under what they signify as a specific grade, they'll give it a gold sticker. This is a green sticker saying that it's really nice for the grade. All you gotta know is that that silly little CAC sticker is not guaranteed when you send it off to CAC, and also it's going to dramatically increase the value of the coin. This one sold for $1,560 bucks, $4,680 for this 1918 no mint mark Philadelphia issued 10-cent mercury dime, graded by PCGS at a mint state 66 with the full bands on the back. So guys, this is why those full bands are so important. You can see this coin got graded the same grade as the previous coin. However, it did not get the full band designation on the previous coin, but this one did. And there's a huge value difference here, $4,680 bucks. That is a ton of money for this coin just because of those full bands on the back. And this is a more recent sale, February 28th of 2025. Keep in mind, you could be watching this video 10 years from now and these prices will still matter because markets go up and down over time depending on certain circumstances. Just know that if you have a coin from 1918, it's a Philadelphia issued coin, you want to be looking for those full bands because that is where the true value lies, guys. $4,680 bucks. All right, transitioning into the San Francisco issued coins. This is a 1918 San Francisco issued coin. You can see that by that little S mint mark on the back bottom center left hand side of the coin. There was a mintage of 19,300,000 of these coins produced, and PCGS called this coin a genuine coin that has been cleaned. So it did not give them a numeric grade. They just said it's uncirculated and it has been cleaned, which is a sad story. And this is a great example of why you should never ever clean your coins. Cleaning your coins may seem like a good idea, but in reality, these grading companies like PCGS and NGC will knock it for being cleaned, unfortunately. Clean coins are a huge red flag in the coin collecting community, and it is a huge devaluator of your coin. So this one sold for $1,560 bucks. All right, same coin, San Francisco issued, 1918. This one got graded by PCGS at a mint state 64 with the full bands on the back and a CAC sticker, and it is not clean. So you've got a lot of good things going on with this coin, and that is why it sold for $4,920 bucks. All right, guys, so 1918 San Francisco issued, full bands on the back, 10-cent mercury dime, graded by PCGS at a mint state 65. So it is only 1 point higher than the previous coin that sold for $4,920 bucks. This one got 1 point higher and sold for $9,300. So every point difference really matters on these coins, guys. Be very careful, be very mindful. If you have any of these coins, you want to make sure that you bring it to a trustworthy individual that knows what they're doing. Guys, don't go to a pawn shop. What we recommend is seeing at least 3 different coin experts before selling your coins. Please do your homework, do due diligence before selling your coins. Make sure to pick up that free coin ebook down below, and we will see you in the next video.